Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Mike Mutual-Knaus and I teach at Rochester Community and Technical College. And today I want to talk to you about sentence variety, ways you can change your sentence structures in order to make them more effective and more interesting to your readers, and these techniques are really easy too. So if you look at sentence type, you'll see here that I've highlighted the boring sentences in yellow and the cool sentences in blue. And what you want to do is, if left to your own devices, you write in simple and compound sentences, but every once in a while you have to force yourself to write in what are called complex sentences or compound complex sentences. I'm not going to go into all the grammar of explaining what a complex sentence is, but basically if you start a sentence with because, if, although, when, words like that, and then you put a comma in the middle like I did there, you're going to end up with a complex sentence. And a compound complex sentence, as you can see, is you start a sentence with because, you put the because phrase, a comma, and then you have a compound sentence after it. So every once in a while you want to use either a complex or a compound complex sentence. Now that's kind of a more complicated way to make a varied sentence. If you go down to sentence function, you will see that an easier way to add variety to your sentence is normally we just make statements, but instead ask a question or make an exclamation or even issue the reader a command. That's really easy to do. You don't need a lot of grammar to do that. You can just do that. Another way to add variety to your sentences, if you look here, is sentence length. If left to your own devices without thinking, you will write a sentence normally about 10 to 15 words long. The way to vary that up is to either write a really short sentence, 0 to 5 words, although I guess you can't write 0 words, or a really, really long sentence. And you deliberately can do that in your paragraphs. Another way to add variety to your sentence is to move the subject and verb from the beginning, where it normally sits. You can see there with my boring yellow sentence, and move it to the end. You can see here I have this periodic sentence, as it was called. In the morning before he goes to school, Tom eats. And by putting the subject and verb at the end, that adds variety to your sentences. And the last way to add variety to your sentences, and it gets rather complicated, I gave you the sentence map up above it, is to use parallel structures. If you see in my example sentence here on parallel structure, I have 2 because dependent clauses, then I have my subject and verb, and then I have 3 ing participial phrases, all running in a row. And this sentence, is really long, but because it's all parallel, it works out pretty well. So my advice for you is when you write and you get done writing your essay, in each paragraph, like in the first paragraph, you go through and you deliberately add in a complex or a compound complex sentence. In the next paragraph, you deliberately change one sentence to a question, or maybe an exclamation. The question's easiest. In the third paragraph, you deliberately make one of your sentences really short or really long. In the fourth paragraph, you deliberately make a periodic sentence with the subject and verb at the end. And in the fifth paragraph, you deliberately use parallel structure to create one of these extended sentences like I did here. It's just a quick editing thing so that once in every paragraph, the reader gets a different kind of sentence variety. So, as always, if you have any questions, you can email me at mike.mutschelknaus@rctc.edu. Thanks. Bye.